Now to a dramatic rescue story out of Gulfport, Mississippi, where a young dolphin was washed more than 100 yards onto shore during Hurricane Ida earlier this month. The dolphin was in critical condition when a rescue crew from a nearby aquarium arrived. And here to tell us how the dolphin is doing now is Executive Director of the Institute for Marine Mammal Studies, Dr. Moby Solangi. Dr. Solangi, good morning to you.
Good morning, Carl. How are you?
I'm well. We understand this doesn't happen a lot, at least to dolphins this time of year. Why do you think it happened, and what happened to him in the time that he was carried ashore?
I think it's a casualty of Hurricane Ida. All the huge waves probably either separated this animal from its herd or it lost its mother and it was dumped on the beach.
Your team was called in from the Institute as part of the rescue. What kind of condition was he in when you found him?
The animal was in pretty bad condition, almost dead. He was in shock and disoriented.
Dehydration as well?
That's correct. Our team was called in by a bystander, and the law enforcement in Gulf Shores, Alabama, apprised of the situation, and our veterinarian and scientists went up there and picked it up.
So you had to transport him in what we're told is a sort of a dolphin ambulance back to the Institute. You cared for him around the clock with your team. What kind of special care did he need?
Well, there was quite an extensive medical care involved. It requires special equipment, special people. We took x-rays, we took blood work, and the animal was helped into the water. Like I said, was very disoriented. But we found out that the animal had pneumonia, it had gastroenteritis, gastric and intestinal issues, and he was also treated for dehydration.
We understand he's relatively stable now, right? Eating on his own, still on some medication. How's he been recovering?
He's been recovering remarkably well. This is a 2-year-old male. It's still a juvenile, and I think it's really amazing that he has recovered so well.
You don't think, you're surprised he lived, aren't you?
I think it is. It's very surprising. He was probably on the beach outside its elements. Now remember, when they're in the water, they're very buoyant. They don't feel their body weight, but once they're outside, they feel the 200 pounds of their body weight. And so it was really excruciating for the animal. He's doing well, and he's out of the woods. Is
he going to be able to go back to his pod, as they call him, or is his time better spent in an aquarium from here on out?
Well, that's the decision that the federal officials will have to make. It's a very difficult decision. This is a juvenile. We'll have to find its herd so that he can go back to it, or if he can't, is he well enough? And so that's a decision that will be made after the animal is healthy and ready to go.
Oh, it's an incredible story, and a lot of credit goes to you and your team for bringing him to safety. Dr. Solangi, thank you for your time.
You're welcome. Thank you very much for your interest.